Ibi will always show how stubborn she is. Ibi will always cross boundary. Not only Ibi, but also Olori Calabash. I think it was stated when the marriage started between Oba Adeyeye and his wives. Before I proceed, my people, this is purely alleged information, but let us just share it and know how it happened. Ibi has always disobeyed Kabiyesi right from time. And this is one of the reasons why Kabiyesi saw that this could not be the perfect one for me. That is one of the reasons Kabiyesi could not give her the Yeyeluwa. Kabiyesi waited until he got Queen Naomi back to crown Queen Naomi the Yeyeluwa. Yeyeluwa is supposed to be very, Yeyeluwa is supposed to be a very good woman, speaks truth, pure person. You understand? Now, I heard a law was passed. I don't know if some of you been here down say law was passed when Kabiyesi wanted to marry these people. There was an agreement that these children are not going to bring their other children to this marriage. Sorry, the Oloris are not going to bring their other children, children from their ex-husband, to the marriage, because Kabiyesi is a royalty and such a thing shouldn't happen. Well, if you ask me why Kabiyesi went to marry women, not even that they're single mothers, women who were in their husband's house and whom their bride price has not been returned, I will not even know why Kabiyesi would do that. But we are hearing now that something terrible happened in the palace, and now they are blaming Kabiyesi for it. The children of Ibi visited. First of all, Kabiyesi has said they should not visit. If you want to see your children, go and see your children. They shouldn't visit. It's not as if Kabiyesi is a bad man, but because Kabiyesi is protecting his integrity and reputation. Now, we heard Ibi's children came visiting. Why will Ibi allow his children to visit in the first place? Now, not only that they visited, they said they stayed more than 24 hours. Kabiyesi was just looking at him. When the chiefs got to know, the chiefs of Ile-Ife, they sent men to go after them and pursue these children out of the palace. That time, that was when Ibi now spark and started fighting all the chiefs like a mad person, fighting them up and down. Why are they chasing away his children? Now started asking them, why are they chasing away his children, her children? Does it mean she cannot stay with her children anymore? Does it mean she cannot have access to her children? Does it mean her children cannot come and stay in her husband's house? After all, the Kabiyesi does not give a damn about her. So let her have people who she can talk to, who she can play with. These children stayed more than 24 hours. They stayed more than 48 hours. They stayed more than 72 hours. That is 3 days that they have already spent their limits. And still, Ibi refused them to go. So now, so they talk, say, Kabiyesi now, and the elders, the sheep makers, now send men to go there and pursue them out. Now, so they take pursue these people. And now, it's beginning to make sense to us, my people. Can you remember the gist I earlier gave? Because once I drop any gist, I will make findings about other ones, and I will drop again. Now we can hear how it's late that Ibi's son opened his her nyash for inside palace. They said it was through when they came around to stay. As the adolescent boys now, they saw the royal guards, they were gisting. Some of the royal guards were, some men, they like to just gist with little children, adolescents. So why on the process of gisting, now the boy come, the open mouth, they explain to that royal guard, say, see wetin the mama do. If mama no be better person, you go they do juju for person. This one and this one. Unfortunately, that rear guard had been to Queen Naomi's Lekki mansion severally because they don't send a message there severally. And there was a time they went for training in Lagos. That was where they slept. Do you know that was how it leaked? That Olori Ibi buried some liquid, solid, gaseous sham in front of Olori Naomi's Mama Tadenikawa's Lekki mansion. Hey, it don't open finally. So, well, I don't want to go into that because we don't really talk about that, how they were able to find out and deal with that. Investigation is still ongoing. Now, they said these children now were chased out of the palace. And on the process of being chased out of the palace, one of them vanished into the thin air. They said the most senior one just disappeared. Now, Ibi is raising an alarm against Kabiyesi and his elders that they should find her most a child for her. I don't wish this on anyone. I don't wish this on anyone, really. But at the end of the day, who knows if this boy just first come out? After all, he no be small pikin, he can take care of himself. He's an adult. Why they were telling her, Ibi, that, oh, your son, because people who saw her said, say as they chased her, as they chased them out, say the boy say, abeg, we don't tire for this palace matter, make him find somewhere go shield first, you'll be alright. But Ibi insists that the son is missing, that Kabiyesi should be made responsible. You know, she's trying to make problem. They say the children just scattered, the mosquito just left, you know, and Ibi held Kabiyesi responsible, say, if anything happened to my son, hold the chiefs responsible. You guys are going to do me something today. If anything happened to my son. And so they say, if when they waka about, they find trouble, they make problems. But first, people come to ask, why would they go and chase these people, these children, out of the palace in the first place? Why not tell Ibi to please package your children and tell them to go? After all, at least they don't come up of age, they can know their whereabouts. But we heard that Ibi has been informed earlier that the children has overstayed, they should start going. If not, even themselves, we hear say they don't even suppose even sleep for palace. But because Ibi is bent on bending rules and regulation, she allowed those children to stay in that palace. Yes, she allowed those children to stay there, sleep there. You understand? So Ibi now blaming Kabiyesi and the royal chiefs for being responsible for the son going out without telling anybody. I don't want to use the word missing, but that is what they said. They said his son got missing after the chiefs chased them out of the palace. Now, my people, make I ask you, who is to be blamed in this? Is it Ibi is going to be blamed for not listening to the elders when they said they should take these children away? Because we heard Ibi was forewarned earlier when it was over 24 hours, 48 hours, 78 hours. Now that the child got missing, she's now making cases. According to what we heard, she made cases, say that it was the elders that they should bring out her child and they want to use him for sacrifice. You know? People were telling her, Ibi, calm down, your child is not missing. He probably just went to shield somewhere. But Ibi was busy making trouble because if Ibi no make trouble, no say no be she. She's bent on making, she just wants any slightest opportunity. May she begin to accuse Kabiyesi. May she begin to accuse Queen Naomi. May she begin to fight the rants. Now so they say he carry case, so say this case no be small matter. say she go hold the elders for their blôcks like this. Sorry, not blôcks. They hold them. Say make they find the son. They say palace was hot that day. Some people come dey talk say una sure say the mental this thing no start again. Una sure say that meant wey dey do am say e no start again, because you can't tell me, because you don't even want to look for it or even call him on phone. Not as if he doesn't have phone. Call him and know how his movement was. You are already fighting the elders. They say palace was hot that day. Fight was everywhere. Anywhere you come, you is fighting. And so you become close the gates, push everybody out, close the gates, say nobody dey comot here today until they find the children for them. All the chiefs, they lock them inside the palace. Say nobody dey come out from that palace today until they provide them some. And so the kasala take some come burst for inside that palace. Imagine. Now, Queen Naomi on the other hand called Kabiyesi. Based on what you dey hear, say he just put a call. Say he hear wetin dey sup. Say make Kabiyesi tell the elders now, or the Ile-Ife youths, make they go find this boy. Yeah, Queen Naomi understands maybe the pain she might be feeling that her son just disappeared. And we hear say Queen Naomi call, they beg, make they tell Ile-Ife youths, make they go find her, or make the royal guards go out, go find the child. Now you feel me? At least it shows that Queen Naomi is mostly concerned. She always shows concern. But if these people now, see, Queen Naomi is trying to find a way to find their own children. If it's Queen Naomi's son, their prayer, if it's Mama Tade's son, their prayer will be, hey, make it be true, say he lost, so this one and this one. That is what they will be praying for. And that is it. That is what you hear say that they will be praying for. But now, look at our own case now. Mama Tade is asking that the Ile-Ife people should go and look for it. The royal guard should go and look for it. And that is how to know a woman. Tell me who will watch Queen Naomi's character that will not say this other woman should first go first. Yes. Tell me who will see her character that will not say maybe this other woman is good, because she's totally different. Her character is top notch. She has human sympathy to start with. She's not selfish to start with. She is everything a man would want in a man to start with. So if you see now, Queen Naomi is fighting for them. But will they fight for Queen Naomi? Will they fight for Queen Naomi? Yes or no? They won't. Because all their plan now is to make sure that Tade is replaced. And that is when they will carry their own children and come. Especially Olori Calabash and Oletik. But Queen Naomi raising concern for them, raising concern for their children. I just hope the boy is safe, because me, I'm not equally praying for anybody's downfall. I hope the boy is safe, because I heard, based on what you hear, that the boy was not missing. He was just chilling around. But here is Ibi saying that his son is missing, that he's not going to take it, that they must bring back her son to her. I pray they let her find him. And I heard later that everything went well, that the guy returned. But I'm going to bring you more updates, my people. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Please, this is all alleged information and shouldn't be regarded as fact.